welcome everyone to the recap of WWE Raw on November 27. The return of CM Punk on Survivor Series set social media on fire Saturday night. The former WWE and AEW champion was once thought to be unlikely to ever step foot in a WWE ring again, but as the saying goes, never say never in professional wrestling. The pay-per-view also featured the babyface teams picking up wins in both of War Games matches. Rhea Ripley and Gunther retained their respective championships, and Santos Escobar scored a win over Dragon Lee. Monday's show featured the first comments from Punk following his return, as well as all of the fallout from the pay-per-view. Let's take a look at everything that happened on Monday's show. Raw opened with a video recapping what went down at Survivor Series with a heavy emphasis on the return of CM Punk. We then got a brand new intro for Raw with different music. Randy Orton came out to kick things off to a huge pop from the crowd. He seemed really happy to be back and posed for some pics with fans as he made his way to the ring. He even stopped and signed a figure for a young fan. The Viper was stoked to be back and said he happily returned when Cody Rhodes called him up, not only because of their friendship but because he wanted to be part of War Games with the son of man who invented the match, Dusty Rhodes. He said he had some unfinished business with the bloodline including Jey Uso. That is when Rhea Ripley came out by herself. She said Dutchman Day has taken over WWE while he has been gone. Orton seemed unimpressed and said Daddy's back. The segment ended with Orton promising to take out Dominic Mysterio tonight. This was a great opening segment. Orton did a great job controlling the crowd. I'm going with B grade. After Adam Pearce had a mini meltdown last week, he booked several tag teams to compete in a turmoil match to see which duo would get the next shot at tag titles. Akira Tozawa and Usos represented Alpha Academy to start the match against Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. Here is the order of eliminations. DIY eliminated Alpha Academy, DIY eliminated Indus and Cher, the Creed Brothers eliminated DIY, the Creed Brothers eliminated New Day, the Creed Brothers eliminated Imperium. Having the first hour of the show be commercial free was a good move because it allowed WWE to finally give the tag team division some attention, which it has sorely needed for months. The Creed getting so much time really allowed them to show off and give fans who don't watch NXT a better idea of what they can do. Result was the Creed win a shot at the Tag Team Championship, and I am again going with grade B. Cody Rhodes came out to give a promo and declared himself as the first entrant in 2024 Royal Rumble match. This led to Shinsuke Nakamura addressing him from the big screen. He used the video as distraction so he could sneak up behind Rhodes and blow red mist in his face. After a break, Ivar and Bronson Reed met for a fight. Ivar and Reed are the two of the biggest guys in all of WWE, but they are also both capable of surprising people with their speed and agility. So this wasn't just two big dudes hitting each other. Both superstars tried to overpower each other with everything they had. They each displayed their monumental strength and striking ability throughout the match. Matches like this are few and far between nowadays, so it was a nice change of pace to see two big meaty men slapping meat. Biggie was probably smiling from ear to ear while watching this. After Valhalla was ejected from ringside, both men were counted out while fighting in Timekeeper's area. They continued to fight through the crowd until security tried to break them. They used the guards as weapons against each other. This was just plain fun from start to finish. The ending will upset some, but it will lead to a rematch that should be even better. Result was double count out, and I am going with B positive grade. After a backstage segment, Zoe Stark and Nia Jax ended up in a singles match this week. Stark used her speed to avoid Jax and hit a few strikes early on, but Jax's size and power eventually became too much for her to manage. This wasn't a particularly exciting match, but it did a good job showing how much Nia Jax improved during her time away from WWE. While also making Stark look like a competent powerhouse babyface, the second half of the match was much better than the first. You could hear the crowd reacting more with each move. Result was Nia Jax defeated Zoe Stark, and I am going with C positive grade. Seth Rollins came out to give a promo, but before he could say too much, the crowd started to chant for CM Punk. He called Punk a hypocrite and said he didn't want to spend a single second talking about him. As he began to talk about who his next challenger would be, Drew McIntyre marched his way to the ring. He said he needs to get his focus back after losing at War Games, and the way to do it is to win the world title Rollins has right now. Rollins revealed he is defending the title against Jey Uso next week, which led to McIntyre hitting him with a headbutt out of nowhere that busted him open a bit. Uso came out to help Rollins drive him off. The main event of this week's show was the match between Orton and Dominic Mysterio that was set up during the opening segment. Dominic tried to take control early but was quickly thwarted when the Viper hit a shoulder tackle. JD McDonagh encouraged Dom to get back into the ring, which just led to Randy Orton beating him up some more. Surprisingly, Dom was able to get in some offense and the Legend Killer did a great job selling for him before he took over again. Roll was sitting in front row and got into an argument with McDonagh. He pushed JD and Dom before shaking hands with Randy Orton. The Viper and Dom put on a fun main event that gave the crowd plenty of reasons to chant and cheer. Orton scored the win with a nice RKO, and I am going with grade B. CM Punk's promo and the final word. The first thing Punk said when he get to the ring was, "It looks like hell froze over." He made a quick hockey joke to get a laugh before saying he was feeling more like himself again. He said he has changed and that he is finally home, which got a big CM Punk chant going. He thanked the crowd for never forgetting him even when he wanted to forget himself. He said AJ is doing well and sends her regards and that he was welcomed back with open arms by almost everybody. All in all, this was a pretty tame promo when you consider what people expected him to say. This week's show had more energy than most episodes of Raw, and while some of that can be credited to Punk's return, it wasn't all him, it felt that way across the board. Randy Orton and R-Truth being back after long breaks were welcomed by many fans, although Judgment Day didn't seem too happy that Truth got powdered sugar all over their couch. Most of the matches were decent. If you only watch one, make it Reed vs Ivar. Anytime you get to see two talented big men fight, you should take that opportunity. They pushed each other to their limits. Overall, Raw deserved a grade B positive. That's a wrap on the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I'll see you guys into the next video. Until then, take care and peace.